What's up, y'all? It's your boy D to the A.
And your boy AD.
Real Talk TV. You know what I'm saying? That's
Real
right.
Talk.
That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about something. We're going to talk about, y'all ever have that problem where you like somebody sends you a text message and, like, for instance, man, I send you a text message, man, and, like, I don't hear nothing from I don't hear nothing from you right away, and then, you get that little response back, like I'm just, okay, me playing like somebody else. I send you the text, I don't get nothing back right away. Oh, that's how you gonna be? Can't respond? And it wasn't even a minute later. Have you had that problem? Let us know, because we're gonna talk about this.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's just talk about it. And let me start like this. It was just a decade ago when cell phones were, you had to feel special to have a cell phone, you know what I'm saying? Technology, you know what I'm saying?
Check your beeper.
Technology has brought us to where we can communicate instantly anytime we want to, and for that I'm very happy. The text message especially has changed the game. I mean, versus paging back and forth, having to use the phone, you know what I'm saying? Now you can just send a message, communicate discreetly.
For sure.
I love it. Text messages, you have probably saved a lot of people, made a lot of business. I mean, hey, doing your thing.
Half y'all, I'd rather text you anyways, because, shoot, some of y'all might be pissing me off at a certain time, and I'd rather text you, so you don't have to hear my voice like raising or anything like that. You can say something without it being, you come across as an asshole or whatever. But it's all about how you say it in the text. Remember that.
Now, before I go into my story, I just want to say that, like any technology out there, whether it be cars, electronics, I mean, nothing is 100% perfect. You have to realize that text messages, while they're very reliable for the most part, you can get a message across quickly without having to wait for somebody to answer just to say something. I mean, it's great due to the fact that it's convenient, it's efficient, but it's not perfect. So, there are chances where, the cellular network goes down, your texts don't come through, or it's delayed, or you got
AT&T and you're driving through Kent and you lose service.
It happens, and
no, that don't happen to me.
But
happens on Verizon.
But irregardless of that fact, we always want to make sure that you leave a little bit of a small window for the benefit of the doubt. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I was probably one of the first people in, it feels like it, I feel like I'm one of the first people that even started texting back in the day. I can still remember my boy Mike. Mike, glad you're back in town, back from New Mexico, back to the great Northwest. Man,
great.
Hey, we just beat the Saints down, shut up. So,
great. You can't even get the weather straight.
Me and Mike, being best friends, you know what I'm saying, we talk to each other a lot. And I remember the first time I sent him a text message, it might have even been the AirTouch days, but anyway, I sent him a text message. He's like, what's this? He didn't even know how to respond back. He called me up like, how'd you do that? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, now people are texting more than calling. I mean, more than emailing. I mean, it's like taking the game over. I mean, the things that we're saying now via text, where before you just kind of.
But the problem is like you send the text and then like sometimes if you're like too vague or you don't, people start assuming stuff.
Well, I mean, that's why text should be. Like I said, you got to leave a small window.
Or they be reading too much into the text.
Well, you have to remember. I mean, text it's just for efficiency. I mean, it's just to get a message across. I mean, you can have a conversation, but it can't be elaborate. I mean, you can't say everything you want to say in a text. I mean, the cellular network.
Really?
Hey, look. Why do you think Why do you think they changed it to only 160 characters per text message? If you want to do more than that, it's going to go into 2, 3, 4, 5 text messages. My point here, folks, is that
I got a 6-page text.
There's only so much that you can say via text. Some things you just have to say in person, or you have to use your voice. I mean, you can't be reliant on a text message to get your point across all the time, because it can get misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you want to that person. Just every time you talk to that person, you just every time you hear that person, it just makes your ear cringe. You just send me a text. It just makes me want to listen to that song. What's that song you played in the club? Hit me with a text. Like, what? just hit me with a text. Just don't.
You know, I mean, there's like I said, there's people that you're text only friends with.
Right.
Like, you never talk to them. Like, or maybe you guys used to talk all the time. Maybe you guys used to talk all the time, and all of a sudden,
no. The people where you sit there, you sit there at the holidays, Christmas time, you get a text, Merry Christmas, and it's just the number shows up. You don't even know who it is. You know, who is that? Like, who Merry Christmas, and then Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. Like, who are you? Like, come on now, for real.
And I will attest to that. Many of you watching this who know who I am, you probably didn't get a Merry Christmas text from me, and there was a reason for that. I mean, you know, nobody likes to feel like, you know, they're just, you know, another apple in the barrel, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's become so impersonal where, you know, rather than saying, hey, Merry Christmas, D, you know, I hope you and your family enjoy yours, it's like, Merry Christmas, and then you find out there's like 500 other people in their phone. They sent the same text.
Oh yeah, like, group text. That group text.
I'm not in your group, D. I mean, you know, like I said, it's great. Like I said, for efficiency. But when you're trying to get a message across, folks, I mean, the text message takes away some of that
copy paste. I did it.
It takes away some of the flavor. I mean, you can't get elaborate and get your point across always by using the text. I mean, you know, I might send you a text and I might be excited about what I'm saying to you. Like, man, you won't believe the day I had today. And, you know, you might read it and be like, really? I mean, you could have just saved this, you know, for another time. I mean,
right.
I'm not excited about it. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have something serious to say, like, look, I need you to call me right now. And you're probably like, you know what? This can wait. AD, you can go on the back burner until I'm ready to call you. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to put a sense of urgency on a text, even if you can put
911.
It ain't a pager, dog. and vice versa. I mean, if you have something important to say, and you send it by text, you know, you don't know how the other person on the other side is interpreting it. I mean, that happens in all forms of
communication.
That happens a lot of time in all forms of communication, but it's even harder with the text because you're only dealing with words. You're not hearing, you're not seeing body language. You're not
in all caps.
You're not you're not hearing tone. You know, you can't
all caps.
You know,
that means I'm yelling at you.
Eye contact. I mean, the volume of
LOL. I'm laughing out loud.